Although Thor is one of Marvel's most popular superheroes, there are some things about Thor that are always overlooked. Thor has been an important character for the Marvel Universe from the beginning. However, there are quite a few complicated things behind Thor's powerful image that fans often fail to notice. There are many problems in Thor's story that are always overlooked. While movies have shown us a lot about Thor, there are still some things we need to understand. Fans think they know everything about Thor, but there are still hidden truths. So, in today's video, we will uncover Thor's story and those things that are still in the shadows. Today, we will bring forth some things that will open your eyes. So get ready, because my name is Tanam, and you're watching another video of Movie Mind 17. From the beginning, Thor was a very serious character, but in Thor Ragnarok, he was unexpectedly portrayed as a foolish character. However, Thor was also shown as very powerful in Thor Ragnarok, which the audience loved. The change in Thor's character came at a very strange time, considering he was going through very difficult situations, having lost his mother, father, and even his most beloved weapon. After so much happening in Thor's life, shifting his character towards foolishness didn't suit at all. Since fans loved this movie, Thor was completely turned into a fool in the upcoming movies. Although Thor is very strong and powerful, the movies never explained where his powers come from. It was never explained why he's called the God of Thunder. We thought his powers came from his hammer, but in Thor Ragnarok, we saw him using these powers even without his hammer. But when Captain America lifted the hammer, it wasn't explained how he could use those powers. This is very frustrating, because we still don't know the extent of his powers or where his lightning powers come from. If you remember, Thor had 3 friends named the Warriors 3, but when these 3 were killed, it seemed like Thor didn't care at all. Even in Thor Love and Thunder, when Lady Sif, who was one of Thor's best friends, was dying, Thor's behavior was very foolish. This made the scene an unfunny joke, and on the other hand, the movies never even mentioned the Warriors 3, making it seem like Thor didn't care about his friends at all. Thor, who was supposed to be a serious character, was turned into a comical character, which now people take lightly. Although there are some jokes that are funny, because of these jokes, we forget how incredibly powerful Thor really is. And in Thor Love and Thunder, this was taken to a whole new level. On one hand, people have forgotten that Thor is one of Marvel's strongest characters, and on the other hand, Thor is busy cracking jokes. It's shameful that Marvel is ruining Thor like this. We know that Thor is a good guy, but later we found out that his father, Odin, was a bad guy who had done many bad deeds in the past. He had conquered many realms with Hela, and Thor has also fought many battles for Asgard, which makes him also as a villain. This raises the question of whether Thor was on the right path or not. Another flaw in Thor's character is his overconfidence. Thor often goes into battle against his enemies without any planning. Because of this, he not only puts himself in danger, but also his friends. Such actions do not suit a very powerful god who has won many battles. If you've noticed, you'll know that Thor has never defeated his villains without help. What's the point of being so powerful if you can't even defeat your own movie villains alone? It seems like he can't handle things on his own, which is very disappointing for a superhero. Granted, Thor's villains are very powerful, but if Thor is supposed to remain Marvel's strongest superhero, then he should at least be able to defeat one of his villains alone. After Thor Ragnarok, we started seeing Thor as a king, and we thought he would lead his people of Asgard. But in Avengers Endgame, we saw that he left New Asgard and his people to join forces with the Guardians of the Galaxy. Before this, for 5 years, Thor may have been in depression, but now that Thanos was defeated, he should have taken the lead of his people. In Avengers Endgame, Thor was struggling with a lot of guilt, but instead of exploring this, they turned Thor into a joke. Instead of becoming fat and alcoholic, he could have led his people of New Asgard. They could have given Thor a powerful moment here. But as soon as Thor heard Thanos' name in the movie, he burst into tears. So, Thor's story in the Marvel Cinematic Universe has been quite tumultuous. But there is something about this character that makes him one of the most popular and fan-favorite characters in Marvel. However, Thor's story is not over yet, and we can hope that Marvel will fix these mistakes in the upcoming movies. So, see you in the next video. Before leaving, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel.